think this video might need a disclaimer, okay? I've had a lot going on in my life that's stressing me out, and I'm taking it out on all of the things on this list, all right?
Yeah, dude.
It was like 2 years ago, I made a video of 10 things that I hate. And if you thought I hated those things, man, am I bent out of shape now. I used to be strictly vegan, but then I started eating seafood again. So I'm always ordering shrimp dishes. And for some godforsaken reason, restaurants seem to think that I want the tail to remain on my shrimp in like a bowl of food that I'm supposed to be eating with the spoon. Or a fajita or something. I gotta like dig it out with my fingers and rip off the tail. And they say, oh, it's to keep the flavor in. Well, can we all agree that we would rather not have to fucking take the tail off, even if it means a little less flavor? No tails on my shrimp. Another one that I think we can all relate to, when we're on an airplane and the seat will recline maybe 3 degrees, but it's so important that you have to have your seat totally vertical for takeoff and landing. Can I just have my 3 degrees of reclining? Like, is it gonna make any goddamn difference? Okay, the winter coming makes it get dark earlier, and then we wanna lose an entire extra hour of sunlight with the fucking clocks changing? Like, it's already dark early. We don't need to make it get dark at 4 p.m. A month ago, I'm on tour in Washington State. Before my show, I'm gonna go for a hike, and it's getting dark at like 6:15. And I'm like, oh no, I'll be good. But it got dark so fast, I got literally lost in the woods. By the time I got back to the theater, the show was like late to start. I owe you guys an apology. Oh my God. And like, what happens like a couple weeks later? Let's move the clocks back so we can give up another fucking hour. God damn it. While I was running through the woods by the light of my cell phone, the one thing I didn't have to worry about was my dog Moon Pie and whether she was with me. She stays with me, she doesn't need a leash, and when I'm on hikes or when I'm anywhere and people are like, dude, your dog should be on a leash, it's not like I'm gonna let her get hit by a car. If there's traffic, yeah, she's on a leash. But if we're in a park or on a hike, this dog needs exercise. Fuck off with the leash. Yay! And if anybody tries any shit with me, this dog will smooch you to smithereens. One other thing about this time of year, when it gets dark too early and then we just give up another hour of sunlight, like, it also gets cold. And that's another fucking thing I hate. I hate being cold. I just don't want it. Okay, I should point out that I do like get in a cold plunge on an almost daily basis at home, but that's for like health benefits, and I only do it for like 2 minutes, you know? I'm not trying to be fucking cold all day. This one personally drives me nuts. I've become a big fan of watching NFL games on YouTube. They upload the games just condensed down to like 9 to 14 minutes or so of the most exciting stuff. But when they upload the videos, they tend to give away who wins the game on the thumbnail. Whichever team has the ball or is doing something successful on the thumbnail will be the team that wins. And sometimes they just go ahead and show like end zone celebrations, completely giving it away. Oh, I wonder who won this game. The fucking Dolphins. Ugh. The UFC used to do that, and it drove me nuts. And I fucking complained and they fixed it. And I'm wanting to do the same thing for the NFL. Stop giving away the fucking outcome of the game on the thumbnail. I don't expect anybody to relate to this one, but as I've gotten older, it seems my nervous system has become sensitive. So if I'm walking by a car and it honks right next to me, or they recognize me, they're like right close to me and they scream, Steve-O! I'm like, ah! Like, I just have this like nervous system response that like really makes me mad at honkers and yellers. And now I know that I'm yelling like this whole fucking time, but like, God. for the last year or two, I've had all of my YouTube content cut into short videos by this team. And admittedly, like, they just do it, and I haven't had nothing to do with it. But when I've seen videos that are, like, being sent out as if they came from me, and, like, the word dick gets, like, an eggplant emoji.
We're bullying him for having a big dick and getting pussy.
You can't be on anybody's dick no harder than I have been on Chris Hansen's.
So from now on, my short YouTube videos are actually going to come from me. And I think my first one that I'm going to put out myself is going to be 2 rattlesnakes fucking in the middle of the street in front of my house. That was one of the best things I've ever seen. This next one's difficult for me, but I'm mad at myself. I hate the way that I used to handle disruptive audience members at my shows. Some of you guys are being please stop yelling shit out. It's just rude to everybody. I would take the position that if you're yelling out, like heckling, like that you are being disrespectful to everybody else who's trying to enjoy the show. And on behalf of everybody, I would like really like scold people, even kick them out.
Okay, what's your fucking problem? Can you go?
It rubbed people the wrong way for sure, and then they get on the internet and they like bitch about it, and then when I see that on the internet and I'm like, I fucking agree with that. You know, that's what I hate, is when I see a negative comment about me that I agree with. That fucking sucks dick. I hate it.
All right, so that one was a twofer.
My opener, Zach. He's right up there. Funniest fucking comic I ever worked with. And somebody sent me a message saying, oh, Steve-O, how disappointed I am. Like, your openers with transphobia, homophobia, racism, like the list of accusations against Zach, it was preposterous. I actually read him on stage, the whole message. I just had to walk out of the Bowling Green show during the openers. The, quote, jokes they were telling were highly inappropriate. For the record, Zach is not any of those things he was accused of, and the person who sent that message is a fucking Karen. I hate Karens. How's that? At the beginning of the video, I said a lot of things are weighing on me and stressing me out. Let me explain. As I've worked on this show for my Super Dummy tour, it's starting to feel really official that it's like a farewell to heavy, crazy, dangerous stunts, which is fine. It makes sense. But it's also just kind of sad, man. And what can I say? If this is the last show I ever put together, then god damn it, it's fucking awesome. And it's getting more and more awesome. Like, people are loving it, I'm loving it, and you're gonna love it. So, see me on my Super Dummy tour, and thank you for watching this video where I ranted.